I am in shock. How did you know?
I pay attention. So I'm about to do something that I've dreamed of since I was a kid, which is surprise my family with tickets to the MLB Home Run Derby. So in this video, I'm going to explain a little bit more about how I'm designing this trip, how I'm going to do the surprise piece, how this all kind of came to be, how I thought about it, and how I planned it. So you can really think about the experiences that you want to create for the people you love, and maybe how you want to surprise them with more spontaneous, unbelievable bucket list experiences, and how you can give yourself permission to maybe invest in the experiences that you probably want to invest in, but you just can't quite justify spending the money. So 6 tickets, row 2, section 136. Let's see here. Order confirmed. Let's go. Wow. 7,500 buckaroos. Now I'm calling my brother. Dude, we're booked.
That's great.
Section 136. We got row 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be sick. All right. I just want to call you because we're booked, dude. It's going to be awesome. All right, love you. Peace, bye. So he's going to be part of the plot to help surprise my parents because he's back in Virginia right now. As I'm shooting this, I'm in Colorado. We'll be living back in Austin then, but I'm going to be flying up to New York for this experience and my bachelor party right before. So it's a whole experience that we're going to have for the bachelor party and then coming down to Philly and doing this whole surprise. So I think my dad might... I don't even know what's going to happen. He's definitely going to cry, but he might lose his marbles when he hears about this. For tonight, I'm just going to enjoy this, and then tomorrow, I'm going to start planning the rest of the moves. All right, so we're about to tell my parents about the surprise coming up. How do you think they're going to take it?
I think they're both going to cry. They're going to think that I'm pregnant first.
Oh, yeah.
That's
They definitely think you're pregnant.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, on the hike earlier, I was like, I have a surprise, and they were like, oh. I've actually got a surprise for you guys tonight. What do you think that is?
Holy moly.
What's it going to be?
I didn't drink the first night they were hanging out.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, they're going to
It's
definitely
true.
think we're pregnant.
Oh my God, it's a good point.
I mean, pretty much from now until like we actually get pregnant, if we say we have a surprise, people are going to think we're pregnant.
We should do more fake surprises. Okay, all right, well, let's see. One of the things I was hoping to do was to actually have the tickets here to give them, but I don't have them physically, so I'm gonna have to go use AI and make some sort of like image of a ticket, I think, print it off. It actually looks pretty good. It's black and white. Could be better, honestly, but got the tickets, the itinerary, pretty cool. So then I've got a little note that I'm gonna be writing here too. Yeah, so I had a friend who asked his dad and did an interview about some of his early career experiences and some of the things that he did to make things work when he was younger. I thought it could be cool for you to share about your time working at the vet.
I was selling hot dogs, running up and down the aisle, selling hot dogs or beer or popcorn or ice cream. I would always check who's pitching that night because some pitchers were good for vendors and other pitchers were not good for vendors. There was a pitcher named Steve Carlton, who's a famous pitcher. He pitched very fast. His games were very short. I had limited time to sell things. We made money on commission. We weren't an hourly employee. So the more I sold, the more I made, but his games were too fast. There was a guy named Wayne Twitchell. He worked very slow. I loved his games.
That's hilarious.
You know, I got fired from that job, right?
Yeah.
It made me understand why I don't really like unions.
Okay.
So I was a college kid and I was studying business and I was very smart. I knew all these great ideas as to how Nylon Brothers could operate their business much more effectively if they only would implement my ideas. And they had a suggestion box at the bottom of the stadium where we picked up our uniforms. Every night I would put in suggestions for them to improve their operations and I would sign my name. So one night I went down to turn in my uniform and they said, Mr. Nylon would like to see you. No, that wasn't too good. Well, one of his guys wanted to see me. They said, you're fired. They told me that in the 5th inning I had sold beer to a minor. And I said, do you have a mustache?
Nice.
I said, how do you know? He said, well, we have undercover policemen serving as strolling the stands looking for vendors selling to minors. And we caught you. I said, well, why'd you fire me then? We wanted you to finish it out. So I said, okay. They said, you're fired, don't come back. I appealed to the union because we're all members of the union. I told them what happened and they said, well, sounds like you sold beer to a minor, so you're out. Nothing we can do for you. And I thought, wow, man, I paid my union dues for nothing. And then I was in a fraternity. There was a meeting of some alumni at the fraternity. One of them was an attorney. I said, could you just like draft me a letter saying, threatening them or something. He wrote a letter. I sent it to Nylon Brothers. They called me back in a couple of days, said, you're rehired. So I went back, I stood outside, went to the bottom to get my uniform, and they said, Mr. Nylon would like to see you. And this time it was Mr. Nylon. And Mr. Nylon said, you're rehired, but no more suggestions.
That's a cool story. Thank you for sharing. Okay.
Cool.
All right, so Mom and Dad, we've got a surprise for you guys. You might need, you need some whiskey for this one? Mom, you need some wine?
I don't know, do I?
I think you should have some wine. Okay, we'll fill up your cups and let's take a seat. Okay, so we've got a surprise for you, and it's not what you think. Dad, open it up.
Oh!
What? How did you know?
I pay attention.
Wow.
That is great.
So I wanted to share this because I feel very grateful for everything you guys have provided, and I feel really lucky to have such an awesome family and a beautiful wife now. This has been a lot of growth in the business in the last year, and I was thinking about the experiences I want to create with you guys and the whole family, and I was like, wow, it's Philly, where you guys are from, where you sold beer for years. Thought of all that. It's 250th anniversary for the for the country. Philly's gonna have a lot going on for that, and it was your birthday. I already have bachelor party, and I was like, also when I had my bar mitzvah, which was because you raised me Jewish and because of your love for baseball, my bar mitzvah trip was to go to see the home run derby and all-star game in Pittsburgh 20 years ago exactly.
Wow.
So exactly 20 years later, now I get to take you guys.
No.
So that's
I mean, this is beyond. This is totally
It's
beyond.
not even my birthday, and I'm getting it to celebrate this.
This is all Eli. I just got to support. Love you guys.
Thank you guys.
Wow. That is just a shock.
All right, so it's sinking in. Better or worse than a grandbaby?
Different. A little different. A
just
little
kidding.
different.
Goodbye to Colorado.
Bye, Boulder.